Woo. Come on. Yeah. 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 Come on. What I'm talking about. Says we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Says we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Say we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Come on. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Cause we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Come on, y'all.
Man, that ain't no crime. And that ain't no crime.
Tri-tip. Anybody and everybody that reached out to us and shared and was concerned and realized at the end that I'm just an idiot, I'd like to thank you.
Show us the jacket.
Thank you. It's in the living room somewhere. No, it's hanging up. It's in the closet, chilling. But
We want to see that it's okay.
Hold on.
What you got?
For anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, we flew out of LA, flew to Wisconsin, and then flew home.
Thanks,
and
Rusty.
our son was like, my favorite jacket is missing. Somewhere along here, I lost my favorite jacket. And so we posted, we were sending it out on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, like, has anybody seen this jacket? But it turns out,
bro, you dumb as a bag of hair. So like 2 days before we left, or no, maybe it was the day we left. Me and Dan were like, yo, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Can't pack it all. Let's send some stuff home. So I threw a couple pairs of shoes in this box, a couple of sweatshirts, and I put my jacket in it, right?
I wish y'all would have told me. I would have thrown a jumpsuit or two in there.
You went with us.
I did. Whoops.
We went to the UPS store.
I remember that. It was on the way to the fiddle store.
That's what y'all were doing. Oh, okay. I didn't ask questions.
So I forgot I packed it, right? And in my head, I had it with me. I had my red jacket and I had the green one. And in my head, I had it with me strapped on one of my bags. And then it wasn't there. And I was like, the fuck is my jacket? Bro, everybody LAX got an email that they lost and found. Now here's the twisted part. Said Minneapolis airport I hit their lost and found. Milwaukee, I hit theirs. They're like, sure, whatever. LAX was like, oh yeah, that'll be $35 to look for your jacket. Because they used some service or whatever. I was like, all right, I don't care. Here, take it. I called every hotel we was at. I called the sleeves. I called the dude that picked us up at the Budget John. Remember in the big black SUV? I called that boy. I was like, yo, cuz, you see a jacket in your whip? Nobody, nothing. And then Dan in the messages was like, did you put it in the box? And I'm sitting there like, did I put it in the box? I didn't remember. I had no clue. So I was like, all right, let me check with Amy and see if I did. So when the box showed up at the house, she opened it up. She was like, yeah, your jacket's here, moron. Now, mind you, my keys were in there, right? So it was like my house key, my car key, the keys to the mouth, all that stuff. I was like, bro, I'm doomed. I don't know how to get a new key because the fob on my key on my car, I could drive a 2011. So I had a little button, John, but I have an actual key to my car. And I thought that shit was gone. I'm like, how in the jankety fuck did you pull this off? Fortunately enough, I'm only slightly stupid and forgot that I said it. I didn't lose it. So everybody that helped me out and it was like, yo, I'm looking all overhead. Random people on Twitter were like, hey, this guy lost his jacket. Can you help him find it? I'm like, what the fuck? Thank you.
Yo, I actually
as a bag of sandwiches, bro.
When I got back, I bought like a carton of milk, and your jacket was on the back of it. It said missing.
Yeah, like it was everywhere, dude. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. And everybody that helped, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm just dumb. Just not that bright.
You are the reason, man. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, we've all got our absent-minded genius thing going on. Oh, you got to have those moments.
Real quick, in other news, I just turned 16 and found out that this stuff itches when it grows back. This isn't cool.
That's kind of funny.
Like, do I have acne? Is there something on my face? Like, no, it's just hair. This is hair. This is so uncomfortable, y'all. I don't like this. Give me my puberty back.
Wow.
Or reverse it. I don't want it. It was big before then anyways.
Yeah. So we're getting some awesome comments here. Incredible people tuning in. Noli D, of course, and Dan Toma and Rusty all tuning in on the Twitch stream. Betty Lynn is in the house, and John is in here, and CJ Anderson. People tuning in from France, and Cincinnati,
Bonjour,
Canada.
Hey.
So lots of people giving us props in terms of seeing us on AGT and saying that we were awesome, which of course was true.
Appreciate it, y'all. That was a wild trip, y'all. America's got
a whole lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was bonkers, dude. It was absolutely bonkers. We had such a good time.
Yeah. Going on America's Got Talent, that was like going on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
That's how crazy it was.
You are exactly right.
I keep on shouting out the crew and staff there, but oh my goodness, these people backstage, like during rehearsals and whatnot, they are just like clicking away on their computers, setting up these huge video walls. Like these are
It's
like,
impressive.
If you had a gate on, like if you were rich and you had one of those giant gates before you get to like the main compound, imagine that, but it's a video wall and you get to overlay whatever type of gate you want. It could be stone one day, it could be steel the next day, it could just be vines the next day. These video walls were ridiculous. Really, I just, and the know-how and the skill to like work all that magic along with the lights and dealing with artists that are just telling jokes on stage constantly. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with these cats.
Yeah, it's a
Yo,
huge
that thing
team.
was so crazy, dog.
Yes.
Shout out to Billy.
Yeah,
And
Billy.
Ryan.
Billy and Brian and it was Alan.
Uh-huh.
Who was that was doing you guys' instruments? Alan, Ozzy.
Ozzy, yeah,
Alan
Ozzy. Who's the cat with the beard?
Jamie.
No.
Billy. Billy's got a beard.
Indian?
Billy's got a beard. But shout out to Jamie too for being super awesome and getting Pharaoh his phone back.
Yeah, bro. Yo. Shout out to Lucy. Lucy. Love Lucy. She was awesome. Shout out to the hardest working woman in show business, Harmony.
Yeah.
Woo. Yo, Harmony. Yo, Sleeves. You be hurting some cats. Harmony be hurting.
She has to herd the entire zoo.
Cocaine like, cats.
It's so much. Again, nobody was on drugs as far as we know. Just to be clear.
I mean, just the sort of cocaine sort of attitude.
To be clear.
Like cats with cocaine problems, ADHD, and
it's all metaphorical.
Whatever else. Yo, and 50 of them.
I just want to say that the Beyond Belief kids were really active. That's all.
And those dogs,
active as their moms.
Those dogs were definitely doing some interesting stuff too.
I loved Bow Wowie Mandel.
Yeah.
Bow Wowie and I were buds. Man, Heidi Groom. I love all of those dogs. Somewhere around here I have a signed picture of them.
Yep. Shout out to Sherry in Winchester, Virginia. She's following us because of Cheryl.
Woo!
Sweet.
Hey. We love Winchester. Hey,
missing
UK.
Sweet Nolas, and hope Cheryl's doing well. We'll reach out to Cheryl again soon.
Yes.
Most definitely.
We've got some questions. Hey. Aw. Preger and Proud is now following. Welcome.
And in the UK.
UK.
Proud. So we're going to be in the UK.
Yes.
Coming up soon in June. So definitely check out our upcoming shows there.
Yeah. That's all. Most of that has been announced. We are hitting up Mammoth Lakes on September 24th. So that is, one of the most beautiful places around, basically at the foot of Yosemite, not far from Death Valley. Just an extraordinary spot. So we've got that September 24th. We have the Carolinas in October, but they are not announced yet. So we're just going to generically tell you we are excited to hit up the Carolinas in October, and that is all that we can tell you. We will see about maybe even getting there a little sooner than that, but that is all we can tell you. And then we go hard in the spring. I'm really excited for the Gramercy Theater show. That's going to be really cool. That's coming up in March. Also coming up in March, Turner Hall Ballroom in Milwaukee. Very excited about that. So
shout out to Wisconsin. Wisconsin apparently they like us.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
They've been holding it down in Wisconsin for a minute.
I think
there's been a lot of Wisconsin. What that lady told me the other day, was it Wisconsinites?
Wisconsinians.
I don't mean to bring this up if you don't want to talk about it, but like Wisconsin was so intense. I think it traumatized Dolio a little bit.
What do you mean?
We thought there's occasionally there are people who do not respect boundaries.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is the case that the MCs get very close to the audience, even in the audience, and it's really not been a problem before. And there were on the 4th of July, some folks maybe got a little overexcited and started grabbing at some items of clothing of our MCs that we consider to be, inappropriate choices of places to put their hands. And You know, we learned that lesson.
You consider inappropriate. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Um,
But you know,
I'm just like,
I backed away. I backed away.
I saw that stuff happen. I was like, oh no, no, those
Oh, no.
hands. And I was like, no, those hands are way too hungry.
Yeah, so you know,
Nope.
respect your artists and let them keep their clothes on.
We are
Thank
people
you.
too. We are people too.
Public service announcement.
You
here it is.
Oh,
fans out there.
Yeah.
You don't touch us that way.
that's right. We're more like, you know, then the less assaulting occurs, the more, you know, in-person interaction can happen in future. So that's, you know, that's good. I see Melody Yvonne's here, one of our favorite photographers out of Indianapolis, and
Yeah, Melody.
she's saying, yeah,
Ew.
the crowds can get frisky for sure, and that, you know,
Melody knows
Yeah,
firsthand.
she's-
Concert photography
been in that pit.
goes on.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Lillian.
Lillian,
Lillian.
I wanted to say
Lillian.
thank you, Lillian, for the amazing chocolates.
Yes.
We appreciate
Yes.
you. And I
Wait.
feel like there was something else.
Hold on, wait, what?
I grabbed
Yes.
a couple chocolates for myself. And,
So Lillian gave us
the
6
others-
bars, and some people
of
grabbed
them-
more than one.
Yeah, not realizing that the remaining bars had bacon in them.
It's
Filthy
true.
bastards.
It's true.
Haha.
It's true.
I didn't even know about new chocolate.
I can-
Okay, all right.
I
See
So
how
I'm
it
gonna
is.
say
Bye.
I'm gonna say thank you to Lillian right now
Leave it.
on behalf of me and all the chocolate that I ate because it was good.
Fuck you.
They're really
fuck
cool
you,
though. No,
fuck
check
you.
this out. This is
I'm
this is-
cool.
this
Fuck
actually
you.
says,
God damn it. You.
hang on. I will share this with you. I won't even open it because it says our chocolate is infused with a 528 hertz healing sound frequency to raise your vibe. I do not know what that means, but it does actually say snap, bite into the chocolate and hear a crisp ringing pop, indicating a well-tempered chocolate bar. So we will we will experiment with this. I promise I will not open it until you are there, our son. I got you.
All right.
You need to get our son the bacon one.
No, he does not need the bacon one. He does not. There was
I
a
need
dark
a little
chocolate
chocolate.
and a milk chocolate bacon one, in fact.
I have not had chocolate mixed with bacon yet, so
Hey, Ron is in the Facebook. Ron Coy.
Hey.
Franklin Ron is in the house.
Sweet.
Ron Howard.
hmm
AA Ron?
Oh yeah. Has Pharaoh met Ron?
Have I met Ron? I feel like I've met Ron. By the way,
It would have been in Oregon.
It was on the West Coast.
It would have been Oregon.
by the way, AA Ron, I just learned that you can also say for someone named not double A Aaron, but ERIN instead of Aaron spelled with an E. You could call them ERIN.
ERIN, just because they're electronic, they're ERIN.
Exactly. See, Wrench, the mastermind. Just
I know what's going on.
any ERINs out in the crowd. ERINs, let me hear you.
Ooh.
Oh hey, there's Betty Lynn in the YouTube chat.
Sweet.
What up?
Good.
Any Minnesota appearances soon? Hang on, is it announced? The answer is I'm
Not
pretty
that I know,
sure
but we can
yes,
just say
but I don't think it's
we will
announced.
be. Let's just say Minnesota in March,
We are
without any further details yet. But to be announced.
to be announced. We're really excited
Oh.
to
Yeah,
take
anybody
that.
that's looking out, keep your eye on gangstagrass.com/shows.
events. We changed it from shows during the point at which shows weren't really a thing.
Right.
So now it's gangstagrass.com/events because it turns out, I mean, you never really know. But we're doing our best to make it so that many of those events are in fact shows.
If you wanna book us for an event though, we don't play those. We'll show up though. We like to have a good time.
This is one of those things that Gangstagrass actually really is excellent at. You know, the sort of like motivational speaking kind of, you know, hybrid workshop sort of thing. You can get all kinds of stuff in with freestyling and, you know, communications, and it's a very cool experience to have Gangstagrass come to your school or events.
Manager all the time.
It's true.
Randall,
But no, seriously.
our son.
What I do?
What in the world is in that box? What you got in that box?
What you got in that box?
What's in the box?
Actually-
What's in the
actually-
box?
It's my son's Switch. He had
Well,
to send
that's
it back to
good.
get it
Nobody's
fixed. 'Cause
head. If it's not a head, we're happy.
it's not that interesting.
Watch 7 a few too many times.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Oh, look at that hat. Oh my goodness.
What's in the box? Like a camera.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Because it's a wick in a box.
Look at that hat. Gangstagrass
Yeah.
hat's super dope.
Yeah, they got me for my hat.
They did. They bought the hat right off of Dolio's head.
Yes.
He managed to wear it for the whole show and no longer.
I was so excited because like now that I don't know, now that I started styling my hair like this, I can actually wear hats again, and I was like, hat.
Yeah,
Yep.
those hats run really big, dude.
Yes.
I love that. I love how big they run.
I'm putting the store link in the chat for anybody that hasn't yet picked up a Gangstagrass hat.
I feel like we're
Link
gonna,
with a
we're
hat
gonna run
are in
out of
the
them
chat.
pretty soon. Like, did we even order enough? I'm not sure we did. We might have to.
If
Might
we
have
run
to
out, we're
re-up
gonna
it.
we're gonna reorder the most popular ones. So there's a chance that the one you like won't be continued. This is your chance to get all 6 options.
Yeah, as long as I still get my green one.
Real
Yeah.
quick, Dolio.
We gotta rock the Barrio and Floigi.
Mario and Luigi, you're definitely gonna have to.
When they got your hat, did they smell it?
I don't think so.
Not in
I
his
signed it though. We all signed it. You signed it too.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
It's even cooler to get a hat that was worn on stage. I've definitely seen a few times where people have like bought the T-shirts off of you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that.
Mhm.
The hat. This is the first time though. And I will admit, I'm glad that you were willing to part with yours first. Because I was like, oh no, I really like this hat, bro. I really, really like this hat, though. I'm developing a hat problem to go along with my shirt problem.
Mhm.
Like, I posted this joint. I had, in that night, I had 4 hats with me. I took
Snap.
2, not sure what I was going to wear. And then the boy from Get Busy Living, he hit me with one. Shout out to Andy.
Right. Yeah.
And then
I like that look, Farrell.
I did too.
showing up in my house.
I'm confused by it, but I like it.
Where this shirt came from?
I'm like deeply confused by it. I don't understand what's happening right now.
New T-shirt. I don't
Does
know where
anyone
this came
else
from.
understand how this is happening?
Yeah, black hair is just different.
I just
No, I thought she was talking about Randy's panel.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
Random things
okay.
are-
I understand. I
Here
get
in
it.
my house.
You did this. I get it.
Mm.
Okay.
There you
I
go.
see.
There you go.
I see. That was like that BBC thing earlier. It just took me a minute.
Mhm.
It looked like the hat was photoshopped into his picture.
Yeah. Yeah, these
He's
they're so
using the Gangstagrass hat filter on his Zoom.
I did just update
responsible
Zoom.
for
Are there
this?
new filters I haven't seen yet?
Probably.
Hey, hey, I know it was one of y'all, one of our Gangstagrass fans. I don't know who did this. I don't know who sent me these 2 packages of Target Neapolitan coffee. I've been looking for this stuff because it was like a seasonal John, and I was off the shelves, and I put it out to the world like, hey, if this is out there anywhere, somebody just sent me 2 packets of these. I don't know where these came from. Don't know. There's no bag. There's no note on this. Nothing. Who's responsible for this?
That's awesome.
I know it was one of you.
That person.
Mysteries of the deep.
Oh, wait, Lillian in Chicago, I remember why I was trying to find you. It's because you're in the video we posted and I wanted to tag you, but I don't actually know what your Instagram is. So if you have Instagram, you should message us on Instagram so that we can...
So we can tag you.
Yes.
Porfa. Please.
Yeah, and if you're not following Gangstagrass on Instagram, please do that, because we're doing some... We throw up some wacky stuff. Yeah, if you're here.
And I'm following us on Instagram. Like, what? That's wacky.
That is super whack. That's kind of
that's bizarre. You should definitely be with us on Instagram and
bizarre.
wherever else.
Right. It's owned by Facebook anyway, so you might as well. They already have all your data.
Right.
Right. That's the thing that gets me. I know mad people that are like, nah, I couldn't mess with Facebook no more. I just do Instagram. It's like, it's the same. That's the same John. It's like, nah, man, I don't drink. I only drink Sprite. I don't mess with Coke. It's the same. They don't. No. All right. Okay. Whatever.
Speaking of suspicions, guys, I gotta let you know this thing that I did today. So, me and my friend, we've been doing this natural plastering thing. We use earthen plasters. So instead of making plasters out of any sort of cement or any sort of weird ready mix with like non-natural materials, we use natural materials. We use clay, we use sand, and we use straw. Part of my mission today was one of the other things you can find in plasters, if you crumple up some old plasters, you'll find hair in there, because that was a substitute for using straw in there. Just need some sort of fiber or filament to give it a little bit more body and staying power. So I wanted to go around to the barbershops and salons and ask them if I could collect hair there. Most everybody was cool. It was a little bit strange, but luckily I can get away with asking strange questions to strangers. It worked out. But the first shop, the dude was like ready to fight. He was like, man, that sounds like some CIA shit. Nah, man. Nah, man. I showed him pictures and everything, and he was mad paranoid the whole time.
I'm saying, but you gotta think about it. If somebody randomly just rolled up and was like, "Yo, can I have the hair?" and just sweep up off the floor, you would think something was up, right?
Yeah, you gotta tell the story first. Like, how you doing? My name is so and so. I'm from this, that, and such a place, and
let me talk with you
these
about
are the
plaster.
things that we're doing. Can I have the hair? You can't just walk in like, can I get the hair off the floor?
You gotta have some printouts.
Some charts.
Not just from the phone. You gotta give them the paper. Here's some materials.
See, it was my fault because I was just trying to be cute, and this was the first place I went into, and I just asked for the hair first.
Alex,
did you already have something to collect the hair in?
Yeah, I had some bags with me.
Is there anybody out there though that like they would be a little creeped out living in a house with like various people's hair in the walls?
I mean, it's a lot of energy.
It's a lot of
It
energy.
feels like a good premise for a horror movie.
It's not. It's a good natured thing. It's what's beautiful about it is I get to get everybody involved in like using.
Yeah, you do.
everybody.
Just mix it all in.
Rich, that sounds like the worst horror movie ever. Afro House.
It'll be called Clippings.
Dreadlocks growing out the walls.
Creepy.
It was cool to get people involved in like this natural building stuff, and everybody else was really digging it or whatnot, except that first shop. In fact, at that first shop, one of the other dudes was just like, all right, if you want the hair, he just like swept it up and gave it to him like, oh, I want to collect it regularly. It's like, no, just take that. I'm like, I need way more of that. And
then some dude walks up to you in the alley. He's like, "Hey man, you need a whole lot of hair."
Did you get up real close to him too and do that? Because that definitely increases the creepy factor.
Excuse me. Trying to just walk up there and be like, Candyman, can I have some of your hair? Bro, I need you to go from here. He's calling every other barbershop in town. Yo, if that weird boy show up looking for hair, tell that.
You got some extra hair? I just need some hair. You got hair?
No.
I shouldn't have asked that. That was weird. I was really close to his face. That's probably.
Strategy, man. Strategy.
I fixed it. I adjusted.
You adjusted.
But that was I told my friend I was gonna do this the other day, and he looked at me. And I told him, like, it's gonna be fine, man. It's gonna be cool.
We each have our own ways of passing the afternoon. So it's like to go out and ask people for hair.
You know.
I feel like Pharaoh just wants to know what he can get away with. Like, he already knows that he can get on airplanes without ID, that he can, like, get through international customs and border control without ID. Like, he just, so he just, like, what's the next barrier?
Excuse me, TSA. I don't have my ID, but I have a lot of hair.
What is in
I
that
don't
bag?
have an ID, but can I show you this bag of hair? And you'll let me through? Oh, yeah, that works. That works. Let me see that bag of hair. Yep. Hold it up by your face. Yep, that's you.
You somehow found a loophole in international law that says if you just pull out a bag of hair.
As it turns out, that also works as a form of ID. Yo, you know, I do like the idea though of a TV show called just Pushing the Limits with Brian Farrell.
Pushing the limits.
And just seeing what kind of shit you can get away with.
Oh my God.
Like, look. I understand I've never lived here in my life, but I'm actually on my way through. I was wondering if I could vote here and then just keep on going. Is that cool? But look, listen. Understand. Look, like, I'm an American citizen, and I'm not going to vote for any of the local elections. I'm just having to be on my way real quick. I saw y'all. It's election day. Let me just get this vote in real quick.
Just let me vote a couple times, and then I'll leave Toronto.
Like, wait, what? That's not even. Listen.
No Americans are voting here, so why not?
Yeah, just let me real quick. Cool. All right, cool. Thank you.
Wait, hold up. I know what you need. You need some
I think
hair.
Pharaoh has a trademark on the phrase, just let me real quick.
I got some hair. I got hair. Like, so let me vote.
Wait, so you just chilling with the hair out already?
Oh, my.
This isn't other people's hair, by the way. This is my hair. That makes it less weird, right?
That I
This
believe.
is my hair.
Sure.
Pharaoh
As long as
does
we don't
shed
start
a
talking
lot.
about lotions and baskets, I think we're okay.
It's Friday.
If anybody that I talked to today followed me on Instagram and somehow found themselves on this live stream, again, that is my hair. It's not your hair. I wouldn't do that with your hair. This is my hair. I just happen to have a bag of it because I was thinking down the road. That's all. I was just thinking down the road.
Okay.
No questions.
I really do think that not only would that be an interesting idea, I think it would be brilliant television.
Yo.
I think it would be brilliant television, and just, because we already proved that the plane fucking worked, dude. You got on a plane without ID.
Multiple times.
What?
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
A lot.
Like, what the? Huh?
So many times.
Oh,
And
it
with like
does.
a giant thing of coconut oil through security with like they check it every time, and every time they let it through.
The funny thing about the giant jar of coconut oil. See, the thing is that is not part of his like toiletries. It's not like a carry-on. That is a travel companion.
Oh yeah, it's its own thing.
It's a travel companion. And the thing is, it's not even full. It's like it's just big. It's just like, but you know what it is? What it is it shows as like as a barometer of the airport security, and much in the way in a rider, if you put like the brown M&Ms, you know,
Right.
if you got top-notch security, if you give sufficient scrutiny to the big jar of coconut oil.
Your man has an emotional support jar of coconut oil that somehow is able to travel the world with him, and it works. That's insane.
Yeah, I should have known something was up when you were taking selfies with him.
This, sometimes, when I'm playing that high, it makes me super anxious, and when I get anxious, I get ashy. So I got the coconut oil. I just start to rub a little bit in there, and I just feel moisturized. And does nobody else do this? Anybody in the chat? Does anybody else travel with coconut oil? I can't be the only.
No. Does anybody else travel with a? Does anybody travel with a giant jar of coconut oil?
With a sentient jar of coconut oil.
I travel with wafers of cocoa butter.
Talks you down on planes.
They are making it sound like this thing. It's a regular size jar, and because it's not filled all the way, is why it gets through airport security.
I gotta interrupt this to shout out Norbertus in the Twitch with the cutest chat comment we've ever received.
What was that?
Norbertus popped in for the first time and said, "It's hard to say because I am shy sometimes, but just I like you. Okay, bye and good night."
We love you.
That is the greatest.
I love it.
Oh, that's adorable.
Funny story. That is almost the exact opposite of the girl on the train. It's almost the exact opposite phrase.
Have you guys ever told the girl in the train story on this live stream?
Not on the live stream.
I think that might be a nice thing to do. Set the scene.
No, I think this is better if Dan is there for this story.
It must be told now. Now that it's really brought up, it must be.
We could just say tune in next week for the full story of the girl on the train in the Czech Republic.
I think that was the sequel to the girl with the dragon tattoo, right? It was girl with the dragon tattoo, girl with the butterfly or something, and then girl on the train in the Czech Republic. I think that was the third one.
And then the fourth one was the girl with the sandwich.
Yes. Just the sandwich. The rest of it was irrelevant at that point.
Just a sandwich. She was chilling. She was like, I killed everybody. So
yeah, right. By that time, everybody was dead.
And shout out to Susan Lind, tuning in on Facebook, giving us props on the AGT appearance, and we were glad we got to spread our music and our message. And that's what it was all about, basically. Going in, we were like, hey, if we get to put our message out in front of millions of people, let's just have fun with it.
Yeah, and it was a whole lot of fun.
We got to go on twice. We got to meet Terry Crews, who is just as awesome as he seems.
Yeah.
So that was a huge thing for us right there.
Crazy friendly.
We'll see you when you come back, bud. We look forward to it. Shyness is totally cool, and also you are safe here.
Yeah. All right, see you later.
Yeah, AGT.
I kind of met Terry Crews, actually.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we'll cross paths some more.
Yeah.
We got to shout out to One Accord. They were beautiful, just like a group of kids that just got together and started singing together, church kids, and they did the damn thing. They are beautiful. Ride.
They're super positive people, super cool, awesome kids.
Yeah, everybody we met on our, Kabir, he's great.
Yeah.
Peter was holding it down. Little Peter was
the Beyond Belief kids, as we said, the dogs, obviously. Seth Word's a ball. Like, everybody's cool.
Yo, Seth Word's that ball.
Matt.
Matt was very cool to hang out with.
Yep.
Had some good talks with Madeline as well. A bunch of awesome people, and One of course. So made a lot of friends. Everything backstage is so non-competitive. Because the artists are all there just having a good time performing and enjoying each other's performances. So once you get off that stage, everybody's cool and we're all just hanging out. Rooting for each other.
Yeah.
Like in the hallway, there was a point where a bunch of the acts were in the hallway in the Dolby theater, and there was a screen that was like showing some of the acts going in front of the judges already, and the whole like crowd of other contestants was there watching the screen, being like, "Yes, come on, you can do this, yeah!" Like cheering every time an act went on. So it was very cool, and at some point, I like to think that there will be just a massive jam session.
I hope so. I don't know what the dogs are gonna play, but I'm sure they're gonna.
Well, we'll just have to do Who Let the Dogs Out and hope the dogs know when to come in.
Yeah, right.
I really want to listen to.
Knowing that team, they probably already did teach you how to do that.
Yeah, those guys already have them well trained.
That said, I want to hear a version of Who Let the Dogs Out with an unorganized group of dogs.
Just non-stop barking the whole song.
Exactly.
Indeed. And yeah, we had a great time, and Dolby Theater is pretty swanky.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how high up the balconies went.
Yeah.
Until we got there, because like usually you see maybe like one or two, but just like I've lost count how many layers it went up.
It's kind of shocking that it seats as many people as it does, because it doesn't feel that huge, but it is with that
from
like,
the
stacked,
outside, yeah,
with like that stacked seating. It's a sort of shockingly big venue that feels pretty intimate. Yeah, and it was really great too to be able to get the music in front of America directly, because as we've talked about on this live stream and elsewhere, the algorithms on streaming, the long time back to Jim Crow, era segregation in genres in music, it's really hard to get past. It's kind of amazing just how entrenched it is. So it was really nice to be able to just show the music to America and make that direct connection without having to kind of get spit out by algorithms who can't handle banjo in a hip hop track or can't handle rapping on a, bluegrass or country track. And just to do an end run around that whole thing was very cool. And it's been so amazing to get that feedback from folks on Instagram and on Twitter and here in the Twitch. It's really, really cool. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the support from the fans too. We really appreciate y'all joining us for this journey, and quite honestly, we wouldn't be there without y'all. So this is just as much as of your good time as it is ours. So just thank you, everybody.
You're here.
We got to meet Terry Crews.
And a huge shout out to the Barnstormers too. There are some behind the scenes things that the Barnstormers have right now. We just put them up on the Barnstormers pages. So if you are a Barnstormer, gangstagrass.com/platinum. If you're platinum or above, gangstagrass.com/nickel. If you are a nickel Barnstormer, which is also awesome, and you guys all get some cool stuff. And I believe platinum and above get some big behind the scenes stuff this time around.
And if you're new and you just saw Gangstagrass on America's Got Talent and now you're tuning in, become a Barnstormer. We have a whole bunch of goodies for you. So gangstagrass.com/barnstormers, as you see down at the bottom of this screen, to be part of our really super cool, awesome club of fans. We want you all in there.
It's a great way to support the artists. Yeah, Pharaoh.
I gotta say, if you guys are interested, if you become a Barnstormer, very soon you'll be able to check out or get one of my tracks as a free download.
That's right. It's there right now.
Yep, it's happening now.
Yep.
It's happening right now. You got to be a Barnstormer. Grab one of my tracks for free. I don't share my music all the time, but on the Barnstormers, it's a good place for my music. So go ahead and grab yourself a track. And I think this one is Speak Less, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. So that's a good example. A track by Brian Farrow, produced here at Wrench Audio. by me, and the Barnstormers are getting a free download. They can also stream it from their Barnstormers page. So that's one of the handful of goodies that just went out this month to all the Barnstormers.
It's pretty cool. And there's a photo gallery, an AGT photo gallery. There's a cool unreleased track by Wrench that just didn't make Them's the Breaks, but is really, really
Nobody
sweet.
else knows about this track at all. We're just dropping it in the Barnstormers. Little ditty that I recorded a while back. It didn't make it onto the Them's the Breaks album, but it was recorded in those sessions. And we're not even going to say what it is. The Barnstormers know.
That's right. That's right. Last month there was a track by my dad that's very special to me, singing "When I'm Gone." And my dad is gone, but not forgotten. Very much still present in the music that he left behind. So it was really exciting to get to share that. And there's a bunch of great stuff. I mean, everybody here has released some individual track that you're not going to find anywhere else that's in the Barnstormers. It's an awesome collection, and we still have not erased the original, like the first few months. So it is still the case that if you join the Barnstormers now, you get everything. And at any time, we may
all that stuff.
Yeah, we will be knocking out the early stuff, such that, so make sure if you're already Barnstormer, you go get it. Make sure you've downloaded anything you want to download, and if you're not a Barnstormer yet, you can still get in and get everything that we have released to the Barnstormers so far. And it's a lot, because we've been doing this for, what, 16 months now? Longer?
Over a year now, so a lot of good stuff there. When you go to your Barnstormers page, you're going to see all kinds of stuff to scoop up, including our new mixtape that's not even all released yet.
That's right. Oh, the mix is so good.
You know what, Rich? Just, we can probably have this conversation here in front of everybody.
Let's do it.
I got this track that I recorded earlier this year that it's totally unreleased. It's mixed and mastered and everything. You think the Barnstormers might want it?
I know they do.
Yeah.
So this will be an exclusive Brian Farrow track that we can put up for the Barnstormers in the coming months sometime.
No shit.
Yeah.
Y'all might want to watch out for that. For that.
For sure.
Join the Barnstormers, because that's the only place it's going to be released for a while.
Word.
I'm cooking, and this is the first track of many.
Ooh. Yes.
Sweet.
Preview.
Got to open up the kitchen.
What else we sent to the Barnstormers this month is the clip from our live stream a while back, where we first came up with "Let's Both" and just spontaneously made the track. So the Barnstormers are going to find out about that and see the moment it was originated, and that'll be a real track at some point. But Barnstormers have access to the clip of that moment on the live stream when we came up with a new song.
Am I the only one who has been getting "Let's Both" stuck in my head ever since that day?
It's a good one.
I mean, I use that phrase all the time now.
Yeah, I definitely use that phrase a lot.
When it's not being knocked out by Avenue Boy.
Oh.
Do that.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Who's that?
Yeah, we
That
have a
might be
lot.
crazy.
I'm excited for the new material that's coming. There's a lot of stuff in development. A lot of stuff ready to roll out. Some cool video content. Yeah, Lillian in Chicago excited about Avenue Boy. I know Janet in DC is big on Avenue Boy. A lot of range here. Lot of range. What else you guys want to do? What else you want to bring out to the folks?
I don't know. Are we? No, we can't give that to them.
What's your?
No, it's something I wanted to talk about. It's not something we can give to the Barnstormers.
Okay. All right.
It's that tri-tip.
Not yet. We do not have the technology to just do the Barnstormers.
Where there is a will, there's
Although we did do something like that before.
And
Yeah, right in Portland.
sweet potato pie recipe.
Yes.
So that's going down.
Yeah, that's right. We got sweet potato pie. Oh, you know, at some point we definitely want to have a few more of those like house parties. Just, you know, select big boosters where they get to see just an intimate little house concert and eat the food that Gangstagrass is grilling up anyway.
Yeah, that's how we got Nowhere to Run.
That's how we got Nowhere to Run. That's right. At the Mansion, Portland.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be so great to be back out on the road. I'm super excited. I mean, this fall is like the warm up, right? It's going to be amazing because we haven't, you know, we've just been, we had three shows plus TV this summer. So fall's going to be a lot of energy. If you're lucky enough to catch one of those shows, definitely do. If you're thinking about doing a road trip, I would do it to the Gramercy Theater show because if you haven't seen Gangstagrass in New York City, you absolutely want to catch that show.
Yeah, bro.
When is
Yeah.
March.
It's extra in New York.
I believe it's March 19th. Let me double check on that. I believe
19th
that's
in
correct.
New York City.
It's gonna be great.
You know, I got
New York shows. We have we get a tambourine player, a triangle player.
And they
We
fight.
got 2 people on the maracas.
And they fight.
Our cowbell player had to get fired because he was a bit extra. We had to send him on his way.
You know, what about the Joan on the bagpipes?
I mean, the bagpipe dude, he was a little wild. His wife was better, but even she was a little nuts, and they took up a lot of room. And then you remember, I don't know if you were there, when she, like, the one pipe accidentally hit Dan in his back, and it messed up his back for like a week. So we had to cut that whole thing out. It got ugly.
Not here.
And then there was that one chick, her name was Yeet. And
Yeet.
she was throwing other people's instruments off the stage.
She did. I forgot about
Yeah.
Yeet. She was wild as hell.
Yeet.
She'd be like, "What's my name?" Yeet.
She tried to tell us it was a tick, but I don't buy it.
Yeah, no. She was full of shit. She was full of shit.
Sometimes you just gotta have Gangstagrass with special guest Yeet.
Yeah, she did have a pretty good solo career.
Everybody says her name now.
Wow.
I'm not sure if you guys caught this, but it's something that it's been weighing heavy on my mind since I found it out. I'm not sure if it happened midweek or at the beginning of the week. But honestly, it's a bit of a travesty. OnlyFans is censoring their content.
Wait, how is that even I thought the whole point of them was explicit content. Why? How? What? What
I
did
don't know. Yeah,
Alright,
I don't know. Some what happened is probably something. I think what happened was something legal. Something
From what I'm hearing-
something illegal was going on, and they're probably just saying, okay, let's just cut this out so we don't get held liable for something.
From
y'all
what I'm
did.
hearing, there was a banking issue, and like Visa and MasterCard said they weren't going to allow their cards to get used on there anymore because they had explicit content. So now,
Wait, so how do people
Now-
pay for you porn?
exactly, I
Right.
have no idea.
That's
Like,
crazy.
meanwhile, people like Pornhub's making billions of dollars.
Right.
And you can use whatever you want. I have no idea how this whole thing works. No bullshit. I know a couple
Yeah.
people with OnlyFans pages. It is what it is. Handle your
Yeah.
biz, get your money.
Yeah, what's probably gonna happen is they're gonna like split off on some other pathway for that avenue.
Right.
Which
Only
should
apparently
be
if you have
us.
porn in the name, it's fine. So maybe they'll be only porn and OnlyFans, and then
I don't
Maybe.
know, man. But look,
OnlyFans.
nobody knew what OnlyFans was 2 years ago.
No.
And then everybody was like, you can see my titties on OnlyFans. And then everybody was like, oh, this is the thing. And now OnlyFans is a part of the lexicon.
Right.
It's part of the American lexicon. And now they want to be like, oh, well, no, we want to be. It's too
Yeah.
late for that.
I'm
Right,
sure
but-
it will go fine for them. They'll be great.
It'll be.
It does not affect only feats at OnlyFans. So please still
Yeah,
come by.
make sure you still rep for Brian Farrell.
Like,
You don't wanna-
I'm old, so I remember when Friendster was like, we're trying to be a dating site, so all of this like just connecting with your friends business, like cut that out. And that worked out really well for them.
Oh man.
So I
That's
see.
the circle of life.
And yeah, the fact that it was a BBC investigation that led to the announcement that
It made it more amusing.
That made it perfect.
I think
That-
BBC
that
is the only thing that could handle OnlyFans, honestly.
wow.
Gangstagrass.tv.
Interesting.
Alright.
Curvy Red Girl seems to really know like the inside story here.
Rap science for him.
So that's actually up on the screen. We have that in our selected chat up on the
Well,
screen.
what are they saying?
There is a massive church group that has been targeting OnlyFans providers. Also, a new app is being created that does not allow any for an SFW. This again, Curvy Red
Right.
Girl is saying this. I have not independently corroborated this. She continues, OnlyFans came out in 2016 and was predominantly light porn. It was the end of 2019 and throughout 2020 that it became a massive porn hub. Back to Pornhub. People create all kinds of content on there. So like, I mean, there must be OnlyFans that are not, but I imagine like the people who would have done OnlyFans but weren't porn probably were chased away, because like if you're just doing,
Right.
you're like, this is where you can like watch me crochet. You know, I don't see that you're going to be like being like, come to my OnlyFans page. Like the understanding of that is going to be that you're going to be doing more than crocheting.
Again, only feats is going to be fine.
See about that.
That's what's important.
Right.
Yeah.
Just say.
In other news, since we're just talking about news items, I want to talk about a song called "Beer Beer Truck Truck."
What?
Is this a real song?
Yeah, it's
This is-
created on TikTok with one of the creators on TikTok, black woman creating original content on TikTok, who created a TikTok where she just like sang herself. She was like, male country artists songs go, beer, beer, truck, truck, girls in tight jeans, America, America, yeah. And women's country songs go, he cheated on me, so I smashed up his car and I'm gonna stab him and kill him. Yeah. And just comparing how like the subject matter between male and female country artists tends to have those different things. But then an actual male country artist turned beer, beer, truck, truck, girls in tight jeans into the hook of his song. Now it was above board because he's sharing the writing credit with her.
Better.
The song is doing quite well. But,
So it's a real song?
Can we
Oh my
play it?
gosh. No, we can't.
Is it?
Nope. You'll
Not
just
trying to
have
get
to
flagged
Google
today.
that on your own. Yeah.
Copyrights.
Beer, beer, truck, truck. That's the way I like to.
Hey.
Oh.
What? Duck watching. Sorry, like duck watching. What do you guys?
hey, Sonia Boyd is in the Facebook. What's up,
Oh,
Sonia?
what up, Boyds? Hey, Boyd family.
Oh, we miss Indy so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Good folks in Indy. Definitely miss Indy.
Yes.
Looking forward to getting back to the monastery, because that's where it all goes down in Indianapolis. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, that's one of the like cooler and like more serene places that we stay when we are able to travel. Is that monastery? Well, actually, I guess it's a convent, really. Right?
I don't think I've been able to be with you guys in Minneapolis yet.
That's because we haven't been in
Yeah, me
Minneapolis.
neither.
Nope.
Indianapolis, however.
Indianapolis.
All of the Annapolises. I know it's tough. Haven't seen you at the Naval Academy either.
I do believe that the U.S. government has a plan to consolidate the two into Mindianapolis.
I'm trying to go there.
We get the Mall of the Americas and the Pacers.
And the Naval Academy.
And the Pacers.
Yeah.
And the Naval Academy.
Just the Naval Academy in the middle of a field somewhere.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
so
wait, aren't there a
we're
lot of
doing
lakes
all
in
of the
Minnesota?
all of the Appalachians.
All the Appalachians.
All right.
Yeah, all the yep, they're all.
Mini Indianapolis.
The mini one, the indie one, and the just plain.
And one.
The plain original.
I'm all right with all of that.
Yep.
We should go to all those places.
We're gonna see all of those places. All of them, except maybe Annapolis. No offense to Annapolis, but you'll have to come to see us in DC.
Yeah, and Annapolis is just missing a
Maryland.
syllable or two at the start of it.
Missing a what?
Syllable or two at the start of it to be a real city.
Is that a sneeze?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, I was just stabbed by a really tiny Smurf and had to deal with it. My bad.
I'm sad that I wasn't sampling that, so it could be the new snare on Gangstagrass track.
Right?
It did sound like a sound effect.
It kind of reminded me of the sneeze in Ferris Bueller's Day Off on the keyboard. No? Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Okay. All right.
It's the only movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just got was a Sleeves movie reference. There's
Yes.
about 7 of those
Yeah.
total. Well done. I like it.
Eric Pulley is giving us props on Please Don't Take My Home From Me, the latest Gangstagrass single.
Thank you. I didn't write it, Dan wrote it, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And we've got lots of stuff going on streaming, so definitely keep up with our streaming there. I mean, we've got our albums and CDs and vinyl you can buy, but lots of singles coming out. So you want to follow us on Spotify or Apple Music, wherever you're listening to music. Wherever you music your music, put our music in the music where you music your music.
Music it.
You know, speaking of only using one word, I recently saw a keyboard of all P's.
Good.
All P's. I didn't even know that was a note.
P's.
That was
All
Oh, a keyboard.
keyboard.
Different kind of keyboard. I'm sorry.
But just as confusing.
I'm thinking one of these instead of one of those.
that could be that right there could be an episode of What I Could Get Away With. It's like, yo, P's a note. What are you talking about? It's right there. It's this. It's that note.
I just keep pushing it. They were like, no, that's up. No, it's definitely P. And eventually they were like, I mean, maybe. Gotcha. Welcome to What Can You Get Away With? Sorry,
You're
Brian.
supposed to start over when you get to the next.
If you've got Photoshop skills, you can get away with a lot.
So
Oh, man.
what,
How do you do?
what,
That is good television in the making.
what are you
Right.
Okay.
what are you guys? I'm curious what you guys are reading. We haven't
What are we-
done books in a while. What are you guys reading?
I just got a new book, and I want to talk about that book because it's interesting and talking about it helps me crack it open. Hold on. I just got this book called Death, Dissection, and the Destitute. Hold up. Come on, Cameron.
This is disappearing like that deep sea magazine. Oh my goodness. Oh, good gracious. What? Wow.
That sounds like the happiest thing ever.
Right. That's dark. Woo.
The dark thing it's a guy on a table with all of his guts out. It's kind of dark. It's interesting because digging into not graves, but not into cemeteries, into cemetery history. I've been finding these little news stories of just a lot the prevalence of grave robbing. It was just a thing. And I think I think folks were just stealing bodies from medical students. I even read a story where like these medical students got caught. This story was in Britain, but these medical students got caught. They were reprimanded at school, and basically the reprimand is just like, you guys got to be more careful.
That's right.
Wow. Pharaoh, are you reading this as a how-to?
No, jeez,
You're trying to see
no.
what you can get away with. 'Cause
No,
This is another level, man.
I gotta want to get away with that. I don't want to do that. It just goes along with this research into black cemeteries in DC, because I see a lot of those stories popping up, and like real cases pop up about this stuff, and it hurts more when it's a community cemetery. And this book sort of goes through who were these grave robbers: medical students, people that are working for medical institutions. That's what I know mostly. This book will probably go into more detail than that. So.
Used to have OnlyFans pages and then it shut down.
But not OnlyFeets, because OnlyFeets is fine. Again, OnlyFeets, OnlyFans.
Whoever's website OnlyFeeds actually is, I'm sure really appreciates you.
Oh, shout out.
There is one, but they don't use it much, which really makes me think like maybe I need to start taking. I took some pictures of my feet the other day and they look great, actually. Hold up, you guys want to see? Nah, just go to the page. Go to OnlyFeeds.
No.
I don't know why you're smiling like that, Dolio. You've got the prettiest feet in this group, man.
All right. So Sleazy Baby is
Yeah, I mean, I take care of my feet. It's fine.
just in time.
That's a point of pride, man. I need to get on that level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sleazy Baby. If it was the feet talk that got you, then that's good to know. We're taking that on board.
What would you like a future topic of us doing a Gangstagrass team stream be in the future? Shout it out in the chat. Put it in the chat. What do you think should be the topic of a future Gangstagrass live stream for us to comment on?
I think it would be exciting if we did a whole live stream where it was just like our feet pantomiming what we were saying. It's just feet. I think that'd be
strange man.
Yes.
Sleazy Baby is stoked to find us on here, and we are stoked to find you here too.
I hope we don't scare you away.
Yeah, we don't normally talk about feet so much. We just decided to let Brian run rampant tonight.
I'm not sure if what Dolio just said is true.
You Can Never Go Home is in my forever top 5. One of the most amazing experiences I think on the road was like the first, we were in the UK, and it was the first time I ever saw like a really big crowd of people sing along with You Can Never Go Home Again. And it was just, I mean, it was just so moving. They clearly got the song and were super into it and were so moved that they were just right there with the chorus. And I remember like you guys actually held the microphones out to them and let them carry it. Just, oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Yeah, that's one of those songs that it's actually, there's a lot of emotion in performing it. You kind of need to.
Yeah, and people picked that one up.
You need a moment to reflect afterwards,
Right out of the gate, people were picking up on that one, because I remember after the American Music album came out, it was the next tour that we were on. We played in Columbus, and people were singing along with the chorus, and the album had just come out. And I know, Dan was kind of taken aback all of a sudden. It was his first experience, maybe, just playing in some city and having people sing the words that he wrote back to him. Yeah. Betty Lynn's voting for Road Trip Stories on a future Gangstagrass, which could include the Girl on the Train.
Yep.
And other Gangstagrass adventures on our road trips for sure.
I got to share that story when I made an Amish friend in the Greyhound bus depot once.
I'd like to think that an Amish friend is a euphemism for something that you put together while you were at the bus station.
Yes, I know.
I was at the bus station. You know what I made? I made an Amish friend. Whoa. Did you have all the batteries you needed for that?
The Amish friend doesn't need any batteries. The Amish friend is entirely mechanical, non-powered.
It's got a hand crank.
got a
Linda,
hand
oh,
crank.
Yeah.
what's up? Linda's on the Twitch and
What up,
agrees with me.
Linda?
Linda, we love you. So it's on, man. Road trip stories for a future. We could say for next week's Gangstagrass team stream will be the road trip stories, and each of us will come bringing a few prepared road trip stories from the archives of Gangstagrass adventures, including Space Unicorn adventures.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
The Space Unicorn adventures are fabulous.
Yes, man. Yes, indeed.
By the way, isn't there a show about a space unicorn? No, there's a show. There's a new show on Netflix. I thought it was about a unicorn, but it's just about a horse.
Okay.
My bad, I forgot. They didn't have a horn.
Any horse is a unicorn if you believe hard enough.
It's true. It's true.
Right.
If you
Or if you have
It's just got that minor deformity where it doesn't have a horn anymore.
Truth will always reverberate good back to you. So.
Or
there
if you have
go.
enough staples, any horse is a unicorn.
Oh, that's so mean.
So,
No,
But true.
don't do it. No, I mean you could use a nice like putty or something that doesn't
gorilla.
Or have a-
steepling. Jeez.
or like a helmet with a horn attached. I don't know.
Gaff tape.
Yeah, a little gaff tape, right? Little chin strap,
Gaff
maybe.
tape.
Or the best solution: surgery.
A lot of horses are doing that.
Although now, like the horses that do that now, they put on their horns and then suddenly they claim they're unicorns. They're like, listen, I'm transracial. Like I don't have to be born a unicorn. I believe I'm a unicorn. I act like a unicorn. Therefore, I'm trans equity or something. I don't know.
Transequine.
That's
Whatever you want to call it.
I think
that's just reality. But
that's totally right. That's just
I would
legit.
say a lot of them are starting to just get like bigger horns put on, just because that's the trend now. It's
Wait.
just like a nice fat horn for your unicorn.
Did you see that animals in city, like wild animals in cities, are actually getting bigger because of the food sources? So, like,
Yeah.
like raccoons are legitimately getting bigger. Squirrels,
Yeah.
I guess. Birds,
Well,
Well,
maybe.
To be bigger.
I mean, we're taller than we used to be, and not that many like generations.
Raccoons will do enough damage. They do not need to get any bigger.
But they
No,
are.
no, they don't.
There's enough trash for them to get
That's-
big and fat on it.
That's who's gonna be the next little people, raccoons. Straight up, they got thumbs. They're good. They're ready.
For all of the folks out there that were wondering, who's going to be the next little people? Pharaoh?
Now you know, raccoons.
Raccoons for sure.
I mean, they almost have opposable thumbs, right?
Really hope lots of scientists are tuning in tonight.
They're all like, no.
No. If Rick and Morty has taught us anything, it's obviously the squirrels.
Mm.
It's-
Yeah. Squirrels.
I don't think we want to encounter the squirrels. I think that's
But we don't.
Yeah.
None of this is medical advice.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I was outside for a minute today, and I was like, what is all that noise? There was a squirrel in a tree up above me. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just go inside because he looked like he about up to something.
I'm telling you, it's the squirrels.
It looked like he was just like he was looking down on me, like, yeah, get some. I was like, I'm gonna explain this to everybody I know. There's a squirrel jumps on my head right now. I'm gonna be telling this story for a long time, and I'm not ready to tell it yet. So I'm gonna just go in the house so it doesn't exist. That's
Yeah.
just easier.
Yeah, I knew squirrels were gully the first time I saw one eating a pigeon.
whoa.
I was like, yo, it like
Where was this?
New York.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Oh my gosh.
This is all the more reason why I think we need to start letting like raccoons inside one by one and start letting them watch movies with us. So
Nope.
we have an ally in this war against the squirrels.
Mhm.
Nah, the squirrel, the raccoons and shit, that'll sell you out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, rappers will show you out in a minute. Those scumbags.
They already wearing the little hamburger mask.
Yeah, dude, yeah. They were born up to something. No.
I mean, I haven't heard a more good argument, so yeah, you're probably right about that.
You know, goddamn well, as soon as you let him in, he's chilling. First thing you do with his little thumbs is open the door for the squirrels again. Fuck this guy. No.
Ooh.
Nah, bro.
You know, that's the great thing about horses or post-horse unicorns. They don't have any opposable thumbs.
Nope.
They can't just walk out.
They don't.
Sorry.
No, Mr. Post Unicorn. What unicorny? Is that what you call them? Unicornies? I don't know. It's
just unicorn.
Post-op unicorn.
No, just unicorn.
Unicorn. You're right. That is how they've defined themselves. We need to call them unicorns. It is unicorn.
That totally has a suggestion for a topic as well, which is what is your favorite thing you ever ate and why?
Favorite thing
my
ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, these suggestions are so.
Okay, wait. No, let's say on the road,
Okay.
and
yeah,
then
okay.
and that.
Best
Okay.
thing to count. So we'll include that in the road stories for next week.
No,
Oh, wait,
I will tell this one now.
Okay.
Okay, do it. Give it to us.
Okay, and it was made by Cheryl.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course it was.
It was
Five.
cheese grits with like this roast beef burnt in.
Oh, with the burnt ends. The grits with the burnt ends.
with
Oh.
and the
Oh.
gravy on top of. Oh, it was so decadent
wait,
and
is that the
cheesy and meaty and.
Was that just the grits and burnt ends one, or was that the like grits and burnt ends one, and it also had the like gumbo, the seafood gumbo?
That seafood gumbo.
It did have the seafood gumbo in the middle.
Yep.
Sweet
Yes.
Nolas. Sweet Nolas.
Mm.
Cheryl
Winchester,
Ash,
Virginia.
whatever restaurant Cheryl Ash starts next is going to be our new
I
favorite.
will be there.
Basically,
You eat your food.
Yes, we will follow Cheryl to the food. That's, I mean, some of my favorite foods from tour are actually stuff that you guys cooked, like, you know, like corn on the cob in the fire. That was so good that it made me change the way I have very methodically eaten corn my entire life.
Yeah, I actually like ate it this way instead of just like for the.
That'll be on our OnlyFans later.
Hey, Shizzy Baby is hosting our stream. Thank you, bud. That's awesome. We love it when people host our stream. That rules.
I'm glad this ridiculous conversation is so postable.
yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking about it because I remember the first time I ate that thing, I actually shed tears.
Mm-hmm. I remember when you shed tears over the pecan pie in the UK at Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, well, I was super homesick. And
Yeah.
pecan pie really reminded me of home, and I was shocked that they even had it.
And totally untouched.
Totally untouched. I was like, okay. That and the turkey. It was like a whole turkey
mashed
feast. Like they had
potatoes.
it was like a whole Thanksgiving feast untouched at this party.
Mm.
Bro, I was down there killing that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
No, I mean it was untouched till
Posted up in the kitchen for a
I
minute.
repeat. I clarify. It was untouched until we got there.
yes.
They were.
We made a beeline across that very classy home and super ritzy party to the food that was totally untouched in the kitchen and just demolished.
Like, wait, there's
Oh,
food? All right, you're gonna handle that first. And then
I gotta say, my favorite road food ever, and always will be, like whenever it pops up, fatback. I've only had fatback on the road.
What is that?
And for people that don't know what fatback is thick bacon. It is thick ass bacon. So imagine bacon and all the flavor and all the crunch and everything, think of it just like thick.
How are you gonna get
Just-
a crunch if it's thick?
Yeah. You are. You are.
Yeah.
It's so good, and Canadians make some really great fatbacks. So shout out to everybody up in Canada.
Canadian.
We miss y'all and hope to have a free border again soon.
A lot of Canadians in the chat tonight. So yeah, including Cedric Salomon.
They are the Canadest.
Just chimed in from Prince Edward Island. What's up? PEI in the house.
We also had somebody from BC here earlier.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody from BC earlier today and was thinking how much we need to get to British Columbia. Let's do that.
Yes.
It'll be beautiful there.
You know what? We should go to British Columbia, go to Vancouver, because that city, I mean, just flying over it is beautiful. That whole place is beautiful. We should go there, and we should all get dirt bikes and just tour the country that way.
Mm-hmm.
I hear those dirt bike trails are wonderful and beautiful.
I don't know.
The
I'm not
country
sure
you
if I
know
want
is
to. If we should
Canada,
strap all
right?
of our luggage and like
Seriously.
instruments to the back of a dirt bike.
I feel like Dan and his banjo are going to have something to say about that.
Just don't think we should start scrutinizing how practical or not this suggestion is.
That's what I'm saying, Rich.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
Why ask questions?
Dirt bikes in Canada.
Yeah.
That's it. We're going to ride from BC all the way to Montreal on our dirt bikes.
The only problem with that is just going through the middle of Canada is death.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I call it Canada. I've called it Canada for years. In fact, if my friend Peter Radonic was here, he would know. He's the first Canadian.
Yeah, but he's redundant.
Canadian.
He's redonkulous.
Ryan.
Take off to the Great White North, baby. Take off.
To the great white north, take off. It's a groovy way to go. Actually, that ramen spot in Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all
That
right,
was
all right.
so good.
And then we hit the bakery. And we got that fluffy Chinese cheesecake. Dude.
Oh, I had forgotten about that. Right, the bakery with like all the various Asian desserts that look so pretty, and then you bite into them and you're like, why don't they taste like what they look like? But that fluffy cheesecake was pretty amazing.
For me, nothing will ever be Frisante's mussels.
Ooh, frizzante.
Everything.
Lord
Everything.
Jesus
Those
Christ.
people made me like pasta.
Frizzante.
Yeah, those mussels were pretty cool.
Anyway, we've got a lot to cover here for the
Ooh.
best food on the road.
Yeah. That's a to be
Lillian is
continued.
bringing up another suggestion from Lillian about favorite words and phrases that we heard in the UK and other countries
What
that
was-
we.
What was that one? There was some kind of, was it like some kind of pudding? I feel like it was some kind of food that.
Oh, you're talking the like drinkable pudding.
Maybe. I just remember it seemed like it was a very catchy.
It was in the
phrase.
Netherlands.
What's it?
There was
I don't remember what that was.
You mean vla?
Yeah, vla.
Yeah, the vlog was pretty.
I think
was
I'm
pretty
thinking of something else. It's the thing that we compared Gangstagrass to, because it was like two things you wouldn't think would go well together, but it turns out they're great together.
fish and chips.
No,
No.
these are obviously great together.
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash. Oh, all I can remember is just someone with a Liverpool accent walking up to me and just saying the most incoherent stuff I have ever heard.
And it was funny because I understood everything he said, and his wife was astounded. She's like, "You understand him?"
I remember trying to find out about some medicine for the fiddle player we had at the time in the UK, and ending up thinking that I was supposed to order something called nightmares. Actually,
Night nurse.
yeah, but with the accent made it sound like I was like, okay, and I went to the store and I went up to the counter. I was like, I need some nightmares.
They looked at him. They were like, "You mean night nurse?" yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Nightmares.
I'm getting nightmares. Is this the place for them? And
Is this where I go to get nightmares?
Yo, actually, that was the same hotel where we. I think that if I remember correctly, that was the same hotel we went to. That really swanky McDonald's that had like silverware and real plates.
Real
Yes, it was.
plates and
Yes, it was.
table service. Gosh.
I was like, "What? What's going on here?"
I will never turn down an opportunity to talk about that McDonald's. That was the greatest McDonald's ever.
It felt like it was so cool that it felt like it was a prank.
Right.
everybody in Canada and in America, you should know that McDonald's overseas is so much better. Is all the better. The selection, the vegetarian options, the actual everything is better. The staff is a little bit more handsome. They change out the grease a little bit more. They've got electric pads. You go in there and there's no homeless people.
That's not true.
That's
Not true.
True at all.
Not true.
There's
It's not true.
There's McDelivery. I like getting the specialty items at different McDonald's around so like in Australia there was the McOz burger. In the UAE there was the McArabia, which was this like flatbread like pita kind of thing with like this beautiful garlic sauce.
There was this one place they had the McFoot massage.
I think that's not true.
It came with a side of barbecue sauce. I don't know.
What's really great is that stuff is on the dollar menu.
What about in Scotland? Do they have like the Mcmac?
No, it's the McOz burger. The McOz burger, and this is true. The McOz burger has a huge piece of beetroot on it. Like it is just a giant chunk of beet. And think about it as like almost partway between the beet that you would actually, that's like a real actual beet, and what you would get if you had like canned beets for, Thanksgiving, that's sort of gelatinous. It's sort of like right in the middle. And it's just this big slab of beetroot on the McOz burger. It's basically a Big Mac with beets.
Let me be the first to say, yuck.
Yeah.
I will pass on the beetroot on my burger. I eat it separate.
That's creative. That's creative, though. And again,
that's a little too
testament
sweet for the
to
burger.
UK Mickey D's is better. I don't know why was Mickey D's created here, yet we get all the crappy ones.
Because they have better regulations.
McDonald's workers.
Yeah, it's regulations. It's about what you're allowed to put.
They're not about to allow what McDonald's does over here to happen over there.
It actually looks like the picture. The burger looked like the picture. I was like
arguably better than the picture. I mean, it was
right,
especially on that actual plate.
Right, when they brought it over, there was a guy.
Yeah, your man was going waiter.
I was like, wait, hold up. I was expecting to hear my number called so I could go pick my burger up or whatever. They like roll it over. They bring it over the tray with the plate and the silverware. What I need? It's okay.
Waiter, and they were like, "How much?
How much ketchup would you like on your chips?" I'm like,
what does my head look like? Hold on. Can I make it happen again?
This is why he freaked out the people at the barbershops, because he walked in and he was asking for hair and his hair kept disappearing.
He was like, hurry, I might disintegrate if you don't give me your hair.
I have a very serious condition.
Time is of the essence.
I need your hair, everyone.
It's the only thing that holds me completely in this universe.
I don't know what's up with this. I don't know how to control this.
I'm a fugitive from my other dimension.
Aha! I did it. I did it again.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know if we can do this.
Okay.
What?
You look a little bit like a Q-tip.
We're getting pretty far out there with the half heads and everything.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of look like Q-tip. But doesn't he have a narrow head?
No.
He has a narrow.
I said a
He's a pretty
Q-tip.
big. He's a pretty big dude, isn't he?
A
Doesn't he
Q-tip.
have a narrow head? Is that
Pharaoh, Pharaoh, there's no way you can look like Q-Tip and Matt Damon. That's not a thing.
Oh yeah, give us your Matt
Not
Damon
a
face.
thing. One or the other, bro.
I still don't see the Matt Damon part. But I figure if you know, I used to watch Muppet Babies as a kid, so I understand the power of imagination.
Aaron made a good point here a minute ago, which is we've gotten several suggestions for what an upcoming subject should be for our team stream, and they're all way tamer than what we generally end up talking about here. And I'm sure that we will find ways to get crazy with those topics. Anyway.
Because we usually would start with an agenda of things to talk about and then just go all over the place.
Right.
So each one of those will be a perfect suggestion.
Right. We have never once stuck to our agenda. Not
Not a single
once.
time.
We
Not
don't-
even when there's a guest.
How much did we even talk about like our first jobs and whatever? That was like on the agenda for several times that we never got around to it.
It was.
I think we talked about it probably enough.
I think we all get started talking about one and then it deviates into madness.
That's right.
But-
These are completely off the rails.
I did a gig the other day, and I've been having fun doing this, or I was having fun the other day doing this. But I don't really do a lot of covers or anything, and I just love to tell like, hey, everybody out there, go ahead and shout out what song do you guys want to hear next? Go ahead, shout it out, shout it out. Don't worry, I'm not gonna play it. I'm just stalling for time, but go ahead.
Oh.
Keep shouting your songs.
Good one. Good trick.
Yeah, you've now given that away.
Maybe we could talk about our first shows.
Like first show we ever saw or first show we ever worked?
Do both.
Either.
Let's
I'm not even sure if I remember my first show. I don't know.
That was middle school. I didn't face the
Don't
audience.
start it now. We're saving these for when we do the show.
Yeah, but
No patience, motherfuckers.
exactly.
We gotta make them wait. That's called the setup.
Yeah.
That's right.
All
That
right.
gives me time to remember what it was.
Yeah.
Join us next week, and we'll get you. We're doing. Which one do we say we're doing next week?
I think we'll probably be able to get into a bunch of this stuff. We're gonna do Tales from the Road and
Yes.
favorite food
Tales
from
from
the
the road.
Tales from the Road, Food from the Road, the Pharaoh trampoline,
words and phrases from other places that we picked up.
Pharaoh
Yeah.
slow-mo trampoline.
Foods we cooked on the road.
Yeah, foods we cooked on the road, I think is a nice one. And we'll
So we're
do more
talking
of that.
about,
And if you guys have any
Friday.
houses that if you have a big house that you don't live in, that you just happen to like Airbnb out or something, we want to hear from all those people because we love staying in houses so that we can
Yes.
cook.
Hey, are we allowed to talk about that now?
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain if you just started the question with "Are we allowed to talk?" I'm going to go with no. Probably not. Not even
Let's
sure
just
you're asking
hold on to
about,
that. Hold on to that for a little while until
Okay.
people won't necessarily know what we're talking about.
See,
But,
was the question.
Yeah. So a week from now, we're going to be talking about some serious road tales, food from the road, phrases we picked up. We're going to be telling some stories. And we want all of you listening right now to put it in your calendar and to let your friends know about it. Bring them back to those streams so we can have more people hanging out. The more, the merrier. And we want this stream to grow. So give a heads up to your friends to come and watch with you next week.
Yeah, do us a favor, send them to gangstagrass.tv. They can click on the little heart right then, and then it'll notify them when it's time. So you can basically say, go to gangstagrass.tv, click on the heart, and I'll meet you in the chat next time Gangstagrass goes live.
Until then, thank you. everybody out there for joining us this wonderful Friday evening. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Please, if you get a chance, get on the Barnstormers. Check out the wonderful content that we have there. Follow us on all of the socials, and be sure to just keep up with the tour dates so you can come and see us in person. And please, when you see us in person, don't violate us. We love you.
And make the sweet potato pie.
Make that sweet potato pie, y'all. Delio got the recipe. He wrapped it for you. You don't have an excuse.
Yeah.
Also, brand new hats. You see them.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them, but it's dope.
You can wear them all sorts of...
Yeah.